guys, it's Rachel from freescrapbookingideasandvideos.com, and I want to show you how this album turned out. The last time you saw this, it was just the paperboard box, and recently, in baby steps, I have put pattern paper on the outside of it. So I'm going to show you how I did that. First of all, I'm just always amazed how much I can get done a little bit at a time. So this, I've posted on my Facebook page over the last couple of days, like, oh, I cut a few pieces for this, and now I've just got to Mod Podge it, and then, update, oh, I Mod Podged a little bit, I'll have to do some more later, that kind of stuff. It's amazing what you can do a little bit at a time. This area, my scrapbook area, is kind of like in the den kitchen area, and so, like, during the day, my kids will be doing school, and I'll check on them, and then do some chores, wash some dishes, whatever, spend a few minutes here and there, just as I walk by, and here we go. It's a completed album. At least probably 99%. There's probably always something else you can do to it, but it got done. And you can see, if you have not seen this concept before, it's a paperboard box, and this is another one that I did within the last year or so, and they fit really nicely together, almost like books on a shelf. You can set them up like this, or you can just lay them on a coffee table or something like that. So inside you have photos that have been placed on pattern paper in different patterns and all kinds of stuff, and then on the back you can do your journaling. So it also is really nice. You can put the things that go with it, like this is a trip album. You can put your receipts and your brochures and stuff like that in there. So, but what I did was, this was just a paperboard box, and I used this paper pack. It's the same paper pack I used to put my photos on. It's die cuts with a view, the timeless type stack. And so I took pieces of paper from here and cut them in various shapes and sizes, and just took some Mod Podge, which is basically just like glue. And then I took a little foam brush. Usually you can just find these at Walmart for like 30 cents or something you would use for staining. And you can just dip that in there, and basically you're just gluing it on. So you're going to put some on the back of the paper, and then you're just going to put it all over the top. It puts a little glossy finish on it. So like what I did was, I've got a vinylized tablecloth here, and I also just set out a shopping bag and placed it on there, and placed this on there, so if I got any little drips or anything, I can just throw that bag away. And as far as the baby steps go, it's so you don't have to use more than one brush. You can take your brush after you've put the papers on there. You can put it in a plastic bag like this, and just kind of wrap it up gently, and if you put it in your fridge, it will last a long time. Just make sure air doesn't get to it, and so you can just grab it real quick, do a little bit more, stick it in your fridge, and you don't have to do it all at one time. You can do it in layers. So that's really cool. So like I said, I took the strips, and as far as the baby steps goes, I would, like I did the front, actually I did this, the spine first. So I took a strip and wrapped it this way, and a strip and wrapped it this way, so that when it's sitting on a shelf, you have some on the spine, and it kind of gives it a little bit of, I don't know what the right word is, but it's flow from front to back. So I did that first. That was my first layer. And then I did the front. So I just kind of played around with different strips and different pieces of paper, what I thought would look good. And I used some large number stamps, clear stamps, and you can see on the front there for 12th anniversary. So I've got a little bit of a title. I stamped the 12, and then just hand wrote the anniversary part. And I did the inking, the stamping before I put the Mod Podge on. So I did that. I did the spine first. That was my first layer, and I let that dry. And then I did the front pieces, and I let that dry. And then earlier today, I did the back pieces and let that dry. And so it was like three steps, probably 10 or 15 minutes a piece. As I was doing other stuff, got that part done. And these cards I've done the same way over the last few weeks, just a little bit at a time. So they fit nicely in here. And And there you go. You have a completed mini album that was done assembly line style. It doesn't take a lot of design work, but it's fun. You still get to play with the papers and have fun with it. And you can put your different memories, your memorabilia, your receipts, whatever from this is a trip album. So just wanted to show you what it looked like finished and encourage you that you can do projects 15 minutes at a time. And I think I'm going to do a video just showing each of the cards. In this album, I didn't really get very creative. I just have plain cards. I didn't do any offsetting or any extra stuff on them. They're just cards. They're just photos put onto pattern paper, and that's it. So like when you look at a stack of them, they're all the same dimension. They're all uniform. And that worked well. And then on these cards, I got a little more creative, and some of them are just plain like that. Some of them have little embellishments from the paper pack cut out. Some of them are offset. You can see, here's the photo. And then I just did the pattern paper on half of it and left this part without pattern paper backing, and then added a little tag. So I got a lot more creative with these, and I'm thinking about doing a video just for that, you know, just an angle like this, just showing each of the cards. I always like to look at stuff like that just to kind of see the details. So look for that as well. But anyways, just baby steps you can do a little bit at a time and get projects done. Okay, thanks a lot.